So guys, this weekend we're over at Donington Park for the Classic Festival. This is CRMC's biggest meeting of the year. Still feeling a bit ropey from the crash earlier in the season, and we haven't managed to get the ZXRs back ready for action. So this weekend we'll be competing on the TZ350s in the Forgotten Era race. So guys, qualifying done. Didn't really have a great feeling with the bike. I was expecting for it to be a bit easier maybe. Struggled with the gearing, felt a bit tall. So going to change the gearing, going to knock a tooth off, no, add a tooth on. Just to help it pull the gears, try and pull the longer gears, see how that goes, and yeah, we'll go from there.
I didn't mean that. I meant when they get in red flag.
Two of them down there.
Oh. So, wrong gear it. Yeah. Can't get comfortable. How are you doing? How are you then?
Yeah, getting there slowly. Yeah, good a nightmare. So guys, that's race one done. Gearing didn't work in my favour, probably went the wrong way. Struggled. I'm not feeling comfortable on the bike. Not really very confident, so having to work a bit hard to get the pace out of the bike. Managed to hang on to 5th place. A bit of a scrappy race. I think we did 2 laps and we had a red flag due to a crash down Craner curves. Then we restarted, getting good starts, got the bike off the line, slotted into about 3rd I think behind Phil. Phil made a pass for the lead and I just seemed to make mistakes and go backwards, but we're working on it. We're going to go back to the other gearing and we're going to see what we can do, see if we can get a good feeling this weekend, and just use it as a bit of testing really and see how we get on. But yeah, struggling at the moment, but hopefully we can pull a result out the bag in the last 3 races. So guys, it's Sunday morning, we're all ready to go. So obviously yesterday it didn't work out very well. They had a big accident and we only got 1 race in. That was a stop-start race, 2 red flags. Didn't think we was riding that bad, but it just weren't clicking for us. So we have changed the gearing. We've gone back to what we started on, which was Brands Hatch gearing. I'm hoping that's gonna just give me that little edge, make me feel a little bit more confident on the bike, keep the rev range where we want it and make it work out better, but we'll see what happens. I went to get a morning warm-up pass this morning and I was a little bit too late and they'd all gone, so we haven't had a chance to get a practice this morning. But you know, it is what it is. So we'll try it in the race. We'll see what's happening, and we'll just try and have some fun. So yeah, let's see how we get on, guys.
it's not always fun, as you know. People see you play with nice cars and they think it's fun, it's nice.
So guys, just about to go out for the final race. We had the first race today. We had a really good result. We got up to second. Felt a bit of better flow and everything around the track. Rode really well. Just the gearing's confusing me now, but the bike's handling better. Played about with tyre pressures, that sorted that out. So we're happy there. Gearing's miles out. So what we've done for the last race, we've banged 2 more teeth on the rear. So we've gone from a 37 to a 39. We're hoping that changes the gears from 2nd, 3rd, 4th to 3rd, 4th, 5th. And just gives a better setup for the track. But we'll see how we get on. So we've got to be in it to win it, and coming second ain't what we want. So we're gonna have a go, see what happens, and yeah, let's see. And just like that, another meeting's over. We're all packed away, ready to go home. The last race wasn't the result we wanted. The gearing was a good decision. The bike seemed to be geared properly, but it expired. So yeah, not the best result. Breakdown, we'll have to strip the engine, see what's gone on there, and then on to the next one. But not a bad meeting. We got 3 out of the 4 races. 5th, a 2nd and a DNF, so can't moan too much. We didn't have the pace, but at least it's more miles, getting back in there, getting out there and getting back on the horse, as they say. So yeah, on to the next one and we'll see how we do.
No, hang on. Like and subscribe to Smithy with his tiny little stiffy.
Like.